All right, so this morning we're looking at district officers as crucial facilitators in the built environment, and we're transporting your imagination to Ajeromi Ifelodun. For those of you that know that corridor very well, you know it used to be a place where we talk about slums. But this morning we'll find out if that has changed. Joining me on the microphone this morning, Town Planner Shonibare Oladotun. He's Assistant Director, Town Planning Services with LASPA, that's the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and he's also the District Officer for Ajeromi Ifelodun. Town Planner Shonibare, it's nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me here.
So you need to move closer to that microphone. Let me hear you pretty well.
Oh.
How was your journey here?
Very fine.
It was fine. Are you coming all the way from Ajeromi this morning?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
From Ajegunle area.
Yeah, so you're coming from there this morning?
Yes.
How long did it take you?
About 35 minutes.
Wow, that's an improvement. That means a lot of things have changed. Back in the days, you could spend like 1 hour getting here from
Yes.
All right, that's very good. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, he's been joined by architect Bashwa Fumilola, who is the Chief Technical Officer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPCA. She is also the district head of Ajeromi Ifelodun local government. Madam, it's nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right, are you also coming from that direction this morning too?
No, I came in from Egbeda this morning.
Oh, okay, just nearby.
Yes, close by.
So you must have had like 20, 30 minutes.
20 minutes, right?
Yeah, so it's good.
Thank you.
All right, so you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So let's jump in on the program this morning, because what we're trying to do is to help a whole lot of people. And I've heard a series of complaints about buildings in Lagos, people building without getting the necessary documentation that makes it easy. But we're saying district officers are here to make that happen. Let's talk about Ajeromi Ifelodun. So, Town Planner Shonibare, how would you describe Ajeromi Ifelodun? Is it a developed area or developing?
Ajeromi Ifelodun is a developed area. Densely developed area.
Okay.
In fact, looking at the area, about 97% developed.
Wow. 97% fully developed.
Yes.
One would not have thought about that. I thought you would say 70% or 60%.
Fully developed.
Wow. So has the name changed? Because back in the days, what we used to know about Ajeromi Ifelodun, Ajegunle to be precise, is that it was a place for slums. Let me bring in architect Bashwa. Has it changed?
No. Ajeromi Ifelodun is still the slum area that we used to know.
Okay.
Though coming up now with new developments, and the government is ensuring that these developments are done right. Yes.
Is it a very big place?
Ajeromi Ifelodun is a very big area. Yes.
Okay. Let's get into it, and let's even allow our listeners to have an idea. Town Planner Shonibare, how big? I mean, what are the communities?
Yeah, we have different communities within Ajeromi Ifelodun.
Okay.
The Haro community there, which everybody
knows,
is Ajegunle, AJCT. And others community there, we have Awodiora, we have Oro, we have Kadoso, we have boundary areas. All those areas are part of what makes Ajeromi Ifelodun. We have Ajeromi itself.
Okay.
These are part of the communities or cities we have within that eclipse.
Right. So it's a very, very big place indeed.
Yeah, very big, and with very high population density.
Architect Olufumilayo, any other communities you want to add?
In Ajeromi Ifelodun, we have the Tolu area.
Okay.
We have Alaya Biagba community. Yes. Okay. And we have Boundary.
Oh,
there's a Boundary community as well, and we have Ifelodun community itself.
That boundary has a very, very rich history back in the days for those that know. All right, but let's talk about the roles that you guys play as district officers. You are more or less like major players in this sector. Town Planner Shonibare, what roles do you guys play in the built environment?
Yes, we ensure all developments, physical developments, get approval, get permit. We ensure monitoring of this development to ensure that those who have been given permits build according to what has been given to them in terms of the setbacks and the airspaces, and to ensure that there is no over densities. Those who have been given 2 units, family units, should not go and be having 5 or 6 family units that will accumulate to what we have fed all the facilities provided within the eclipse.
Right. And for you, Architect Bashua, you are the district officer from LAPCA, which is a building control agency. What's your own role?
Well, basically, the role of LAPCA is to ensure building monitoring and compliance. When these permits are gotten from LASPA, we ensure that they build according to what is gotten and they comply with the building permits granted. Yes, we also enforce against illegal structures. Buildings that are being put up without the building permit, we enforce them.
Okay.
Pull them down, or we ensure that they get the appropriate building permit that is required.
Ajegunle, like we said, Ajegunle is the focal point. AJCT is the connecting point that people know a lot within that area. So, from what you see, Templar and Shonibare, consciousness levels of people having to build right, how would they describe it? Did they have that consciousness that, look, if I'm going to build, this is what I'm supposed to do?
Anyway, let me say they are coming up.
Okay.
They are coming up because day in, day out, government have been sensitizing them, telling them the reason why they need to build right, the reason why they need to seek for building plan approval before they commence any development. And looking at it today, we can say 50% of development there, people are coming up to seek for building plan permits. Or being a developed area, when they want to redevelop or they want to do renovation or any other development within there, they are coming up to seek for advice on how to go about it. And with the cooperation of the 2 agencies, we've been putting them through that, do it this way, do it that way, so that you will be able to do the rightful thing without going against the law.
All right. So they are gradually coming up.
Yes, they are coming up.
And Architect Fumilayo, let's look at that now. So if you put 10 in a room right now, how many of them would you say have the consciousness to say, look, this is what I'm supposed to do at every point in time?
Okay, just like my colleague has said, we've been having a lot of public enlightenment, advocacy. We've been having town hall meetings in Ajeromi Ifelodun community. So putting up like 10 in a room now, I can say like 6 of them.
Wow.
Yes.
So they are getting
yes, we are getting to that level.
Right.
Yes.
Well, there are so many old buildings that will be in that locality. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So for you, when you go out on the enforcement, you see them?
We do see them.
Right, you do see them. And for those who are not meeting up to standard, what do you do? So
this is where we have our enforcement done. We identify distressed buildings that are not fit for habitation. We serve them notices. They go for NDT, and this is where we collaborate with other agencies like Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory.
All right.
For their integrity tests.
Okay.
So when they bring that in, we assess them and we send them to LASPA for their renovation permit. All
right. Let's talk about your direct responsibility on ground, Templar and Shonibare. So what are the things that you can authorize? What are the things that you can give? What authority do you have within that particular district?
Yeah, as a district officer, I have the power to grant 2 floors below as in within the enclaves there. Every other high rise or whatever, they have to have concurrent approval from the above.
Okay. So you can grant 2 floors.
Yes, sir.
For a planning permit.
Yeah.
All right, just hold on 1 second. There's a flash update coming in from the control room. Sent in by Bukola this morning. Says road construction work at Costain, Inward Breweries, and Abebe Village is ongoing at the moment, and it's causing some little backlog at the moment. All right, so traffic managers on ground managing the situation there. This is within the Suliri end. So those of you within that corridor, road construction work ongoing at Costain, Inwards Abebe Village. All right, so that's Inward Breweries and Abebe Village. So traffic is a little bit slow within that particular corridor. Take note of that as you drive along. All right, so 2 floors and below, you can grant approval for that.
Yes, sir.
How long does it take for one to get a planning permit within your locality?
Just seamless effort, just within 10 days.
10 working days.
Yes.
One will be able to get it.
Yes.
Any reasons why I can't get that in 10 days?
Perhaps maybe you don't have most of the documents needed for the approval, or maybe you have not submitted the adequate information needed. Because if you want to process a plan, we have the system so make it so easy. You go and screen your architectural drawing and every other drawings, structural drawing from the Lagos State Building Control Agencies. They have the technicals department that will screen all these drawings, and once you make the payment, then we are good to go. Within 10 days, you will get your approval.
Any other kind of approvals do you give apart from the planning permit?
Yes, we have various type of approval, starting from a fencing permit. Then we have a renovation permit, restructure permit, or remodeling permit. Then we also have a demolition permit.
Oh, before you demolish a building, if you buy a property?
Yes, you have to get a permit from Lagos State government.
If I don't do that, what happens?
You have contravened. You will be penalized.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let me get to you, Architect Fumilayo Bashua. Talk to me. What are the kind of approvals that you give from LAPCA?
Okay, at LAPCA, we give authorization to commence construction. We give authorization after getting your building permit from LASPA. You move on to LAPCA to get your authorization to commence construction, notifying the agency of your intention to move to site. From there, we do what we call stage inspection of your building. So,
and that stage inspection means what? Every stage I'm building?
Every stage of concrete work.
I must carry you guys along?
Yes, you must invite us to your site for stage inspection. That is where we check your reinforcement arrangement as approved by LASPA. We check your reinforcement arrangement, we check your concrete mix, we check your block work.
Okay.
Yes. It has to be in accordance to what is approved. If
I'm going to do the exterior of my building, of my property,
yes,
do I need any permit for that?
Everything has been encompassed in the approval given by LASPA.
Okay.
So
which is the renovation, right? Is that under renovation or remodeling?
No. It depends. It depends on what you are putting up.
Okay.
If it's a fresh construction, it's our inspection goes on till you finish the construction.
The construction.
Yes.
All right.
But if it's remodeling, then we check what has been approved, what you have stated in your letter for approval.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and this morning we're having a very, very lovely conversation with the district officers, and I'm talking about district officers as facilitators, crucial facilitators in the built environment, and we're doing that with the district officers from Ajeromi Ifelodun. Town planner Shonibare Oladotun's here. He's an assistant director, town planning services with LASPA, and also the head of that particular locality. I also have architect Fumilayo Bashua. She's chief technical officer with LAPCA, and she's also the district head of Ajeromi Ifelodun local government. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, in Ajeromi, do we have more developers who are in that realm? Of course, my guests will respond to that. And then we can also hear from you too. That will be on 091-5387-7127. That's 091-5387-7127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permit and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Build Right on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And I see I have my friends from Ajeromi Ifelodun. And of course, we're looking at district officers as very, very crucial facilitators in the built environment. I did tell you that Surulere end, we have road reconstruction at Costain, inwards breweries and Abebe village. And it is pretty slow within that particular corridor. At the rear, on Ikorodu Road, you're having it slow as well from Odoyala Road. Those of you who are within that corridor are slow and steady. They're making use of that end as an alternative, so most vehicles navigating there are having it slow as well. All right, inwards the construction corridor at Ifakogudu is also slow. Earlier on we had the backlog getting towards the areas like motorways, but of course it's a slow one, very snailish speed at the moment. Ijushaga looking pretty good. Same for those of you who are navigating through Shangotedu end as well, all looking pretty good. And then we can tell you Lagos Abeokuta Expressway slow and steady from PWD inwards National. That's the name of the game at that location. We're serving you more LPs as well. But let's get back to the conversation. And we're still connecting with Ifelodun. That's Ajeromi Ifelodun, which is, some of you know, some part of that area as AJCT. So let's talk about that axis then. Do we have more developers there? Let me, you are the ones that are always on the road as the enforcement officer, architect Fumilayo. So do we have developers within that corridor?
We don't have much developers in Ajeromi.
Okay.
We have people redeveloping individually. So we don't really have
developers like that.
Yes.
So people are doing that individually. Do you have corporate entities that are coming in as well to buy properties and convert?
Not really.
Okay, so
Not
you
really.
have more of residential.
We have we have residential, yes.
Okay, within those corridors.
Yes.
All right then. Let's see 08099120777 09153877127. If you're to put it in perspective, Town Planner Shonibare, I know last year we had the amnesty. If you look at the buildings that we have, or perhaps the properties that we have in Ajeromi, how many of them would you say have the required planning permits?
Yeah, if by rating, I can say they are in the last amnesty period. There was a large turnout. So with that turnout, if we are to rate them, virtually 55% of the buildings there
now have planning permits.
Yes.
That sounds pretty good. So before now, most of them never had, right?
Some of them maybe because they built without approval. The fear of, am I going to cope with this penalty fee which the Lagos state government has magnanimously take away the burden from them
during that time.
So they made use of the opportunity, and there was a large turnout for everybody want to obtain building plan permits for their buildings.
All right, so the building process is such that by the time they get the permit from you, before they comment, like you said, architect, formula, they have to come to you for authorization, right?
Yes, sir.
If they do not get that, what's the outcome? What's the consequence?
If they don't get the authorization, they have contravened the law, which means that they will be penalized and they will be made to go to our office with the required documents to get the authorization, and with proper documentation we'll continue to stage their work.
All right, some messages are coming in here for you. Lagos Traffic Radio, this one says, as residents, how do we know if building next to us has proper approvals or not? Well, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ayo.
Ayo, where are you coming from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
All right.
I just want to ask the town planner.
Yeah.
He said he has the authorization to approve 2 floors. I want a reconfirmation. The 2 floors, you mean ground floor, first floor, second floor? Just want to be sure.
Okay. All right. Ayo, thank you so much. All right. So, town planner Shonibare.
Yes, this nomenclature, 2 floors, a story building. When you are talking of 2 floors, ground and first, actually some people will say a story building. It's still the same thing.
Okay.
So when you are talking of 2 floors, we are talking of ground and first, or a story building.
Okay, so that's just for 2 floors.
Yes, sir.
So for those that are 3 floors, that's 2-story building.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it is 3 floors, we have 2-story building. 4 floors, that's 3-story building. That's a British nomenclature. Why we have America for floors.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to that question that was being asked. It says, as residents, how do we know if the building next to us has proper approval or not? Chidera is sending that one in from Boundary. Madam, you want to respond to that?
Okay. For you to know that your next door neighbor has the proper approval, you need to get to us.
Okay.
Confirm from us, and we'll give you the information.
Oh, you guys can give that?
Yes.
All right. Another message here says, good morning, Victor. Sometimes we see demolitions happening in our area. Why do they always wait until people have finished building before taking action? Thanks, Shegun. He's sending that one in. Shegun, thank you so much. Does that happen?
Well, this is why we say, see something, say something. Lagos State Building Control Agency is all over the town. Yes, but we can't see everything at the same time. That is why we have our hotline, we have our social media handles, and we have our offices. We are always open to people to come to us.
All right.
When you see people doing demolition and you don't see our presence there, then you report to the office. We will take appropriate action.
Okay. All right then. 08099120777, 09153877127. We're talking building right and what is needed. I have the 2 agencies here, the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority and the Lagos State Building Control Authority. We have district officers here from the Ajeromi Ifelodun locality. This one says, good morning, Victor and the gentlemen in the studios. Please, for people who want to regularize an old property, is it still possible to get approvals? Mr. Keshiro is sending that one in.
Yes, it is possible. If you want to regularize your building, the door is open. You come for necessary information. We will tell you all the necessary documents you need to bring to regularize. We will do it for you.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Once you meet up with the required standard, it will be granted.
But you have to pay penalty fee?
Yes. If a setbacks, it falls within the period of amnesty.
All right.
But if there is no amnesty, well, you have to pay penalty.
Now that the amnesty is over, by the way, Architect Fumila, do you think we should revisit it? Since you guys had a very huge turnout at that time, you think we should revisit it?
Well, this is Lagos State government says it's a periodical exercise.
All right.
It will go on from time to time.
Okay.
So, amnesty, well,
it might come and it might not.
Might come.
All right. And people are just talking, I mean, considering the fact that during that period we had very, very huge turnout.
Yes.
But also, some have said it has been overwhelming. I mean, for you to have so many people, many approvals at the same time, it could be a bit challenging for some of your men who are on ground. Is that not correct?
Yeah, we work around the clock during that period. In fact, some of the time you get to our offices, you will see people working, putting on generator. Even if there is no light, we make sure we deliver.
All right.
So we work around the clock. Once the period comes up, we know we brace up. We know it's a challenge that we need to meet up.
All right, then 09153877127. Gradually winding to the end of the program this morning. But if you have any questions for my guests, feel free to connect with us. Those of you heading towards the island, making use of the Third Milan Bridge. Well, if you're coming in from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, approaching Chinatown, it's a slow one at this time due to the construction work which is ongoing at Ifakoijaye. Same for those of you coming in from the K2 end, trying to connect the interchange, heading towards Ojota. Slow and steady, that's the name of the game. Aja corridor as well, it's a smooth vehicular movement being experienced from Ilaje to Aja underneath the bridge. 08099120777. We're still connecting with our district officers from Ajeromi Ifelodun local government, and of course we are talking on their roles. This one says, good morning, sirs. I often see some buildings are marked with red paint. What does that marking really mean? Have a call? Yes. Let's take this call. Hello there. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I guess we lost that. 09153877127. It says, good morning, sirs. I often see some buildings are marked with red paint. What does that marking really mean? Aramide is sending that one in. That goes to you, Lapka.
Okay, when you see buildings that are marked, it could mean stop work.
Okay.
We need to know the status of the work that is being done, meaning we don't have any records of such work going on.
Okay.
So such person will have to bring their documents to the office, and if they don't have it, that means they have contravened the law.
So that's why that paint is there.
That is why the paint is there.
So if we see that in our neighborhood, we should know that something
is wrong somewhere.
Right.
It could also mean it is a distressed building. We identify distressed buildings, and there might be need to go for NDT, non-destructive test, with Lagos State Material Building Laboratory.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Where are your offices located? In Ajeromi Ifelodun, Tampana, Shonibare?
Yes, our office, town planning office within Ajeromi Ifelodun. We have inside Ajeromi Ifelodun local government secretariats.
Okay.
A new building, newly constructed customary courts. We are in room 1, the second floor of the building.
So you're there?
Yeah.
All right. What about Architect Fumila? Where's your office?
Yes, Lagos State Building Control Agency District Office is located at Doba Road by Health Center, mile 2.
Okay.
Amu.
All right. All right. So for anyone who wants to make any inquiries, they want to get any of these approvals, they can come there.
Yeah.
What time of the day? What time of the week?
For inquiry or any information, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. we are still there.
All right.
Working.
Okay then. An architect for me.
Yes, we work Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. Do I have a call? Yeah. All right. We'll leave it at that for now. Lots to really talk about, but of course, time not really our friend. So your parting thought now as we round off the program, especially for those who are within the Ajeromi Ifelodun local government. Town Planner Shonibare, what's your message?
Yes, I want to tell our people over there, the door is open. The era has gone whereby you will look for third party to tell you what is not founded. Feel free to come to town planning office. Come and make inquiry. And if you see something, say something.
Right. And for Architect Fumilayo, what's the message?
Yes, at Lagos State Building Control Agency, we operate an open door policy. You can always come in to make your inquiries. We are there to serve you.
Right.
We are there to tell you whatever you need to know.
Okay, then we'll leave that for now. Thank you so much for being here. I want to appreciate both of you. Thank you for coming to the program.
Thank you, sir.
All right, then. So, Town Planner Shonibare Oladotun is Assistant Director, Town Planning Services with LASPA and the District Officer for Ajeromi Ifelodun. Also in the building this morning, I've hosted Architect Fumilayo Bashua, who is the Chief Technical Officer with LAPCA, and she's also the District Head of Ajeromi Ifelodun. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James. I say a big thank you to Akinsoya Adetola, who is the Chief Public Affairs Officer for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. I also want to appreciate Muiwa, that's Ademuiwa Adu, who is the Director of Public Affairs for the Lagos State Building Control Agency. All right, so next Thursday, the program will make a return. Let me appreciate Remy Aluko of our social media team, and also maximum shout out going out to our executive producer Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Terry. Have a splendid day. Bye.